Hey, it's Michael Saul with the Stock Market Trading Watch List for Monday, August 29th, 2011. Let's take a look at some indexes and some stocks as the hurricane is starting to hit. There's tornadoes spotted all over the place, and they declared my town a disaster area. I don't understand what that means, but maybe my wife got the term wrong, but it just means that nobody's allowed to drive except emergency service vehicles. Well, that's okay because the Wawa closed at 8 p.m. anyway, so where would there be to go? All right, let's take a look at the SPY. Video's up on the blog already, but as you see here, we're just in a wide kind of consolidation pattern here. I am still not anything more than maybe short-term bullish, and only if we get above this resistance line in the 20 EMA. Right, if not, and we ping pong off of this, then I'm going to stay neutral short term. And overall, I am still bearish on the longer term. I still think we have lower prices to be seen here. I just don't know what they're going to do with this corrective pattern here. All right, so going a little bit deeper than what I did on the SPY video, can pull up a potential measured move if this decides that it wants to ABC up. Okay, that would put resistance SPY up here at 123. So 123.19. So what could happen, and I'm just purely speculating, I have no idea if it's going to happen or not, but if this takes its time and works its way higher, perhaps the 50-day by that time will be coming down, and we'll have a measured move and the 50-day moving average and maybe a completed ABC pattern that can lead to lower downside here. All right, it's just one possibility. But right now it looks like we're continuing just to carve out the corrective pattern here. And like I said, at the most I would be short-term bullish if we break above this, but nothing long-term. I believe we've entered a bear market once we close below this 200-day moving average. Of course, if we get up above it, then I'll change my mind. I mean, that's the beauty of being a trader, right? Instead of a buy and hope or buy and pray. Okay, so buy and pray investor, right? So anyway, that's one scenario. Now, we can look at the other indexes too. They have similar patterns. Okay, the NDX has more of a double bottom, and it's right up against the 20 EMA, up 2.5% on Friday. So this has to get above that. The Russell, okay, and not looking as sharp. I mean, it was up 2.5% as well, but you see the pattern looks definitely different here. Would have to get above the 20 and above this last resistance line of 718.50. And then the Dow, okay, hit the 20 EMA. We saw that on Thursday, and then Friday had the dip down and the reversal there. So would have to get above this 20 EMA here. So that seems to be the line in the sand across the major indexes at least. Semiconductors, 20 EMA. Banks, okay, the reversal here. This is the Warren Buffett news of the Bank of America purchase, or whatever he did. You can see here, not much of a move on Friday following up on that. Brokers, not much. Cyclicals, what else you got? You got, oh boy, I can't believe it's the hurricane's fault. All right, here's the healthcare index, all right, the pullback, now 20 EMA again, then you got the 200 above. The drugs, that's what I want to look at. Yeah, I'm still into that 200 day. That big candle on Friday. Biotechs, yeah, so I mean, you know, we went through the indexes here briefly because there's not much to see. So the market really has to prove itself here. Has to really prove itself by seeing some participation in the indexes, seeing participation in the stocks, the leading stocks, and seeing participation with volume. All right, because I don't know, I mean, this is just the ETF, so this isn't a real representation of New York volume, but it's close, and I could put up the New York volume chart if you wanted to see it as well. But I mean, if this is gonna be more than just a corrective move back to lower prices, volume has to come in and breadth has to come in. Okay, you can see the volume here on the downside. Of course, the biggest spike was on that reversal, but obviously the sum of all these negative bars is greater than this one positive volume bar here. So the volume has to come in. There has to be some good buying pressure with some good breadth, and so far haven't really seen that. I mean, Friday it was news related for the most part. There was some volume, but once again, nothing spectacular. So, just to be clear, if we can break out above the 20 EMA, if we could break out above this line here using the SPY, we could continue to form what I feel is a corrective pattern. Okay, and I would love to see it grind higher as the 50-day comes down. Maybe a measured move plus the 50-day could give a good spot. All right, if this doesn't break and we just continue to meander around here, well, then that corrective pattern can continue to fill out. And of course, if it breaks down below this line, I'd be looking for at least a test of these lows, if not an extension of them. All right, now let's run through some stocks here. Apple. Okay, we talked about this one. Got a lot of nice emails about this one, going over this one, so I'm glad. I mean, it had some range expansion over the previous 3 days, and yet it was still in a mini coil, and it broke out. Beautiful breakout. First resistance up here at 385, basically. You could round it up there. So it's almost there, about 1.5 away. And then if it can get above that, maybe it wants to retest the highs. I mentioned this in the email for Friday that, despite what I feel the market is in, which is a bear market, or at least a bear phase, but I think it's a bear market. We're below the 200-day. Apple closed even after the jobs announcement, the day after the jobs announcement, they closed above the moving averages. So, this market could go back to a stock picker's market very easily. All right, and you have to pay attention to the ones that are outperforming, and Apple is one of them. Here's Amazon, another one up 4%. Really nice candle here. Watch the 50-day for resistance there. Google, if I could spell it right, there is no H in Google, by the way. Not acted so hot here. This is not acted so great. You got the 20 EMA, 50 right above. Okay, Baidu. Somebody said, Tiny, can you look at Baidu every day? I will absolutely try to. Okay, try to on Baidu. Okay, so this could be a stealth bear flag. Can't be a true one because there's no impulse and we're above the 200-day. But watch this 50-day. Okay, if this breaks this, watch this gap here at 144.64. Goldman. How's our old buddy Rim doing? Yeah, it's creeping up after breaking out of this little pattern here. Alcoa, somebody wanted me to look at Alcoa. Yeah, it's just not doing much. Another stock just not doing much. Verizon. Okay. All right, I guess after the strike settled, it got a little bit of a pop. But, overall, it's not looking so great. Although all the moving averages are together, so maybe it'll move away from this. Disney. Full disclosure, my son owns some Disney stock that was gifted to him when he was born. But, so I'm not analyzing this because I'm selling it or anything into it. Although the position might change, but I really didn't say about it anything about it anyway. Exxon, 20 EMA, looks like the top of that. For now, Halliburton. Okay. Similar. Watch the 20 EMA. GLD. Okay. Back-to-back. Okay days. Now, let's see if this one could... I would like to see a pop-up here with a nice divergence. That could seal the deal on on the start of a really nice correction. SLV. Lagging a little bit. Okay. Looked like it outperformed on Thursday, but it lagged on Friday. OIH. Okay, gap down and then remounted to this little pattern. 10-day moving average held for now. Okay, if it can get above 20 EMA and the resistance up here at 129.75. So that's it. Have a great trading day on Monday. If you are in the path of the hurricane, stay safe. Hopefully my power will stay around and I will do another video on Tuesday. If not, I'll talk to you when I get my power back. Have like I said, have a great trading day Monday, and if I don't speak to you, have a great trading week.